welcome to another edition of Chat with Chant. Today it's a special day, Saturday morning, so that's our normal run out, but it's a special day because we are celebrating Tomo's 100 streak run.
Yay!
How do you feel about that?
It's just another day of running, to be honest.
It's
a bit exciting though.
It's a bit exciting, and it's just another day. And also, I'm experimenting in some fancy dress today. As you can see, I've put on a new waistcoat just to see what it's like when you wear these sort of things, in case I ever do some longer running. But as it is today, we're going to go out and enjoy it. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's not too cold. Right then, we'll see you out on the run. We're a few miles in. One early shower just to freshen it up. So let's have a little recap. 100 days ago, you decide it's time to go for a run. And here you are, 100 days later, still running. How did that happen?
Oh, 100 days ago was just my run. And then when Boris told us to exercise once a day, I did.
So what have you learned through running 100 days non-stop?
Well, that I can. That your body just adjusts to it.
Okay.
And gets on with it after a while.
And what distance will you have covered in that time period?
550-ish miles.
Wow.
I've just done it. It's a good thing. If somebody else had done it, I'd be really chuffed and excited for them. But I'm a bit low-key, shy. I'm just getting on with it.
But you are a 100-day streaker.
I am a 100-day streaker.
Hi guys, good afternoon. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be hot. I'm just nipping out now to catch up with this week's special guest. I think this is going to be a really interesting story. I think it's worth listening to the journey that this particular guy has been on, because I think it is something that is really, really impressive. So hopefully enjoy the conversation, and you can certainly see the transformation in this particular runner. So guys, we'll catch you in a bit. We're out running a few laps of West Park. Very happy to be joined today by none other than Lee Alsop.
Right. I've made it now. Chat with Chant.
He's made it. That is the kudos. Now Lee has such a great story to share. I mean, it's a story that, if I'm being honest, he doesn't shout about much. I think he could probably blow his own trumpet a little bit louder. This guy, 2 years ago, was 20 stone.
Yep.
20 stone. I look at you now, Lee, and I can't believe that. If you don't mind me asking, what do you weigh now?
About 12 stone 9.
12 stone and change.
Yeah.
So where has 7.5 stone gone?
Purely and simply, Slimming World, changing my diet, changing my lifestyle, a tiny bit of exercise.
I'm not sure about a tiny, but yeah.
And yeah, that's it, just changing what I ate, how I lived, when I ate. And yeah, and the weight just fell off, and that was it really.
Yeah, 7 stone does not just fall off. Let's look at it. How do you feel now in yourself?
I feel fitter and stronger, you know, compared to obviously being almost 20 stone. But when I look in the mirror, I still see me. Everyone always says to me, you know, don't recognise me, especially people who haven't seen me in years. But I still feel like me, just a better version of me. But yeah.
So 2 years ago, Lee's 20 stone. He's now 12 stone. What was it that flicked that light bulb that said, either I'm not happy or I've got to do something about it?
So yeah, basically, the most I've ever been is over 20 stone, and I changed jobs. I was sitting in a van doing nothing, just waiting for jobs to come in. So obviously when you're not burning any energy, you're gonna pile it on even if you're not eating to excess, especially being that sort of weight. And but anyway, I swapped jobs, a bit more active, and I lost a stone. So I was about 19 19 and a half, that's just through work.
And did you think, hang on, that was quite easy, or was it?
I think it was easy because I wasn't really trying. I hadn't really changed anything, and but then as I was at work, because I was doing a lot more standing, kneeling, because I was changing gas and electric meters, whereas before I was doing escape work, so getting called out to emergency gas escapes, things like that. Whereas this was a lot more physical that I'd gone into, and a lot more bending down. And then I'm working away, and then next minute I just feel this shooting pain in my knee, my left knee, and it just wouldn't go away.
So you had an injury or a pain that you had to sort out?
I'm one of those type of blokes. I'll hold my hand up and say, you know, it takes a lot for me to go to the doctors, you know, over stuff like that. So yeah. I just tried to ignore it, thinking, oh, it'll get better, whatever. And it didn't. It got worse and worse.
So it was quite serious then?
Yeah. Went down to A&E, gave me a blood test, and I mean, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but somehow they can test either you've got an infection somehow for a count or something. And they're like, this is severely bad. You need to come in ASAP. We need to get you on a drip, give you some stronger antibiotics for a drip light. So we did. I was in hospital for a week. I had to drain this fluid off my knee because it's called patellobursitis. That's what I had, sorry. And so yeah, they drained all this fluid off, and I was sat, and I hate being in hospital. I hate being out of action. And so I was like, right, I'm going to do something about this weight. I knew it was the weight. I knew it was the bending down, the repetitiveness of my job. And I was like, right, I'm gonna do something about this. And then unfortunately, the week after I come out of hospital, we found out that my youngest son, Josh, has got cerebral palsy. Got diagnosed with it, and it sort of just, as it would, it just knocked us off sick. So we was like, dieting, getting fit, and thinking about yourself just went out the window. And then I was like, working away. Once we got back to a bit of normality, working away, and I got it again. I got patellobursitis again, and I was like, I ain't going back to hospital, no way. So I was like, right. I went to the doctors. They gave me another course of antibiotics. Thankfully this time it worked. I didn't have to go back. But I was like, that's it, I'm doing something now. I'm doing something about my weight.
So that was the moment that we said, right, we're on it now.
Yeah.
And at that stage, look, we're 19 stone.
Yeah. Yeah, about 19. Yeah, 19.5 I was there.
And did you have any kind of vision that said, right, I want to get to this, or was it just one day at a time?
It was, yeah. I mean, you have a dream, don't you? I mean, when you're big like I was, I always, you know, I was always happy about 15 stone. So for a month prior to me actually joining, I was already doing the diet, and again a stone. Without this is just changing my diet, not doing any exercise, a stone just fell off. So I knew that it worked. So then I joined, and probably if you've read all the stories and stuff in Slimming or what have you, it was a very daunting thing, like going into a
It is, because you're challenging yourself, and you're putting yourself into a public area. Yeah. So at this stage, you've lost a bit of weight. Where does the running fit in? And we better start now, otherwise we'll never keep going again. Where does the running fit in? So the running, I'd lost all my weight, so decided to self just give him cage for nothing big, £100 for scope, do the Dovedale DAC. And I did it, and they got in touch with me, and they're like, thanks for choosing our charity to raise money for. We've read your story, and I'm taking applicants for the London Marathon next year, and would like to see if you'd be interested. And I laughed, you know. So this is Scope now. I've got in touch with you. They've seen the journey. Yeah, they've seen the journey. They want to pimp you out for publicity. Yeah, they've seen the story about Josh that I put on there, and so I said that to him. I said, no, I can't. I've never ran before, really properly. I don't think I could do it. And then they turned around to me and said, well, just have a think about it, because it could be something really inspirational you could tell your son. And then that's when they had me. I'll be honest with you, 100%, because when I was training the dark nights and the long runs, I was struggling mentally to keep it going. And then one night, out the blue, I'm running down Russell Road. In the distance, there's all these people all running. I'm like, what's going on here? So I thought, strange group of people. Yeah, I'll chase them down and see what's going on. So I did. And I'm like, oh, what's all this about? They're like, oh, we're Long Eaton Running Club, which I sort of already heard about, obviously.
and we're doing a time trial. I was like, oh, can I join you? And they're like, yeah, of course you can. And I'm chatting away, and I'm talking, and next minute I know, I'm back at West Park, having a laugh.
Right, so the miles tick by.
Yeah. And then, that's been it. I've never looked back since. It's been the best thing I've ever done. I met loads of new friends. It's changed my life. It's been good. Can't recommend it enough.
Well, that is a great advert for the running club. Right, Lee, we're at the start of the London Marathon, a place that you never thought you'd see yourself.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind?
I was nervous. I had so many, because on a personal level as well, in my life I've had so many people say to me I couldn't do something. So London was more about proving to myself and my son that when you're in I had a motto: if you believe you can achieve. So,
I like it. If you believe, you can achieve.
That's it. But London, just as you know, it's like a carnival, and ended up enjoying myself. Had a big smile on my face, taking in the sights and sounds, and I was doing really well, better than what I thought.
You did brilliant. First marathon, the journey you've been on, you did brilliant. If you believe, you can achieve.
But I'll be honest, I think it was mile just after I see the long eating crew, mile 20, 21, something like that, just started crying. I'll be honest, all this emotion just come out of me. That's the pinnacle.
I mean, that just shows you how all that years of people telling you you can't do it.
Last to be picked at football, last to be picked for everything, you know.
I tell you what, that is so not the case now. You've just managed to turn it around. It's amazing. It's still very warm, but as ever, when you're on Chat with Chant, 3 questions. I think you know what they are. So number 1, Lee, what has been the best race that you've done?
Well, it's got to be London, but that's not my answer. London's something on its own, that's separate. But my most favourite race I've had, and it's because I'm a bit soppy when it comes to Christmas, but it was the pudding run at Shipley Park. It was brilliant. I had such a good day and a good race as well.
Well, it's a good race to have as your favourite. It's a little bit hilly.
It is. I mean, I don't mind the hills, but yeah, it was just such a great day. The weather was just right, good running, good weather for running. It's perfect.
And if you know it's your day, it's your day. If you feel good.
Yeah, I did. I felt brilliant.
A great local race, and you get a Christmas pudding.
Yeah, and that was it, the Christmas pudding.
And so secondly, we ask, what is your favourite distance to run?
I haven't got one. I'll be honest with you, I've not got one. I love them all. Probably say my least favourite is probably the 5k, because that's the one I've had the most stress with. But nah, I'll do them all. And
we're going to get the 5k under 20.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, I reckon it's a matter of time. We'll get there. And finally, the third question we always ask is, what is your favourite place to run? Can be anywhere, you know. Don't be restricted to local. You could go anywhere.
Well, I'm really looking forward to. I didn't have that much time to run while I was there, but Scotland, and I'd be gutted if Loch Ness gets cancelled, because I'm really looking forward to running around there again. But because I limited my running's been, you know, only running for 2 years, I've mainly been running locally, and a place I like to run. It brings back a lot of friendly memories. Racing with you when we did Wilton 10k and things, was around Wilton, and
yeah, some local races as well, where you get people out.
Yeah,
bit of a community event, because you like the club feeling. That's I think.
Yeah.
Hey, some great answers there, Lee. Now listen, it's been great to catch up. Thoroughly enjoyed hearing the story. I think there's lots more to come. And look, on behalf of the production crew at Chant with Chant, we're going to wish you the best in your running journey. Good luck. So, Tomo, let's think, if anyone wants to set out and do a streak for a number of days, what advice would you give to them?
Just try it and see what happens.
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body.
So,
I've had injuries and niggles along the way.
So how do you manage those?
I eased off, but still ran. So still ran every day, but just lowered the mileage, lowered the intensity, for a few days, stretched a lot more than I ever have, and now I seem to be okay.
So, Tomo, we've talked about the streak. I guess now we've got to think about what's next. Where do you go from here?
I don't know. I should stop, really, but
Can you stop?
I don't know. Don't know. I'm just going to see what happens.
Oh,
Whilst life is still not quite normal, and I don't have to worry about doing my hair, I've still got time to keep running every day. But I don't know.
all right, so
See what happens.
I guess we've got to watch this space and see what happens over the next few days, weeks, months, years. Ron Hill, 54.
Days.
Oh,
days.
Okay. Well, there you go. That was 10.7 miles. Bit of rain, dried off, a bit more rain, just raining now.
Yep.
Babe, how was it for you on the 100?
Good. Nice run.
100 done, we've done it. We've streaked for Long Eaton. Right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Whatever you do, stay safe out there.